Yo, welcome back to another podcast. The podcast we back with Noam, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Unfortunately, man. Man. All right, what you feel about it first, bro? I don't even wanna
What I
like,
what I f- what I feel about it is that
bro.
shade room and all that they being mad disingenuous because
Why
they're
why they being
they're
disgenerous on
they,
what
they,
side though?
they're baiting, like they're like clip they I don't know, engagement baiting. Like I mean most articles do that, but like
Yeah,
it's mad one sided, like because we had to go so far as for Halle Bailey's when she did her thing, we didn't have to dig too deep to get shit. You feel me? We didn't have to dig too
are you?
deep.
What do you mean by that though? Like, what do you mean?
Okay,
Like,
so when the first thing when the whole news happened, Shade Room posted
mhm,
or like everything,
yeah,
not even Shade Room, everything posted saying DDG
everybody.
request denied. But
Yeah,
that was very misleading because
hmm
he did get this restraining order. He 100% did get the restraining order. But the only thing that was
hmm
denied was the request for her to not go to Italy. That was denied. And
hmm
digging deeper into it, academics had to go as far as posting the court documents that she technically
yeah,
can't leave to go to Italy until until after the next court hearing. So
yeah.
everybody's saying, "Oh, see, DDG would have never got away with this," but the judge gave him the restraining order, the temporary restraining order, just
hmm
like the judge gave Halle the temporary restraining order. He got the same thing.
hmm
Like, you feel me?
hmm
So I feel
hmm
like the media is being mad and disingenuous, showing that make as a lot of people thinking that his shit didn't really go his way. It didn't fully go his way, but like he still got the
Yeah,
temporary restraining order, and she still can't leave to go to Italy until the next court hearing.
yeah. I mean, yo, bro, what I seen, like, when that shit dropped about that shit, yo, bro. I mean, I knew that shit wasn't one sided. I definitely knew that like DG wasn't 100% in the wrong. I definitely knew that shit wasn't one sided just because like shit like that never happens like that, bro. Usually when shit like this, only time that shit didn't happen like that was the
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Depp shit. I think that shit was totally one sided where she was wilding the whole time, right?
Oh,
Or was
Amber.
that John?
The thing with Amber,
Yeah,
yeah,
whatever that.
Amber Heard,
Yeah, whatever that shit is.
yeah, but that shit got too. That's the thing with Amber Heard. That shit
Yeah,
got too far though. Like it got like so far
because
along type shit. It got till the end. That's when niggas realized like, yo, this nigga really ain't do this shit. Like, you
because we
feel me?
didn't find out till like the actual trial ensued.
And
Then we
videos,
found out like,
niggas
oh
got
yeah, she
videos
was
and shit.
wilding.
Niggas got videos,
Yeah.
witnesses, all of that, and that's
I,
when they found
yeah,
out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hey, man. Hey, I can't. I don't want to speak for other people though, bro. Not to this extent though that we seen all this shit she was wilding, but we all been in a situation where a girl would kind of like. I'm not gonna. But you could tell that they really love each other though. I'm not,
It's
and this might
toxic.
sound toxic as
It's
hell.
toxic though. It's like
It's
Blueface and
very toxic. I
Krishan, bro.
understand. It's mad toxic, bro. But we all been in a situation like this where a girl would kind of like I don't want to say manipulate you, but at the same time make you feel guilt. You feel me? That's a tactic she was doing, but she was doing to a higher degree because she was kind of like threatening to do something to the child,
This
like
shit.
if he doesn't like,
That's
yeah,
she
like
was very manipulative even before she had Halo. She was well actually had him.
I know she was crazy.
She was saying like, "Oh, I had this baby to prove my commitment to you." One, that's
Yeah, I know
terrible.
she was crazy.
That's
Yo, bro,
terrible.
I know she was
That's
crazy. I know
terrible.
she was crazy,
Anybody that
bro.
says
I know
that
she was crazy.
is a bug
Yo,
out.
bro,
Is a bug out.
did niggas say that? I told you she's crazy, bro. I told you that, bro.
I mean,
Hey, man.
I mean, yeah,
Hey,
niggas said that, and I think that Halle is what niggas think Chloe is. I think Halle. That's why I said Halle is actually what niggas think Chloe is.
yeah,
That's
we
what I
don't know what
said.
Halle do because she hasn't been in a serious relationship as of yet. So except for Gunna, but she left Gunna in jail. But never mind. But
Chloe.
but
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Chloe's more
Chloe,
out
Chloe,
about,
Chloe,
but
Chloe,
I
Chloe,
feel like
Chloe.
I always thought that even Chloe's more out about. I always felt like Halle probably was worse than Chloe. This just because like she was just too quiet for me. Just too perfect. But my nigga, the thing with
That shit,
shit. What I was gonna say? Fuck, I forgot. I lost my train
Halle.
of thought. I lost my train of thought.
We talk.
I
We
lost
was
my
talking
train.
about
I lost my train
like
of thought.
basically we was talking about like Halle. This like the this. Let's talk about the chat log. I feel me. I
Oh
briefly
yeah.
skimmed.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
was saying she was basically saying that I had the baby to commit my to show my commitment to you. She also was like you said, holding the baby against her head. She threatened to abort the baby if he ain't like,
Yeah,
that's mad manipulative though. Like that's
it's
mad
mad
manipulative.
manipulative,
But I'm gonna be
and
honest,
like
if
she,
she didn't feel
yeah.
like this nigga is like up to par to what her standard is, she should have just done that shit. She should have aborted, bro. She should have aborted. She put herself in. Nah, I'm so dead ass. She. That's why she was.
Nah, I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying. It's
bro, but like,
manipulative
yeah,
because she was
she's
never gonna do
yeah.
it. She was never gonna abort the baby. That's what I'm saying. It
Now
was
she's never gonna
manipulative.
do it.
But she should have done
Yeah, it
it.
was manipulative.
She should have done it for real. She should have done that shit.
She wasn't going to, bro. She just doing that. She just using that. She's going to the extreme to try to get his
That's what
attention,
I'm saying. It
bro.
was
Like obviously,
manipulation.
what is looking like? It's like DDG was the one who was breaking ties, and she was kind of latching on how it was perceived. And you see how crazy it is when we did know this shit. We
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, DDG's trying to get back together with her. Like how he was trying to protect her name and shit in the media. We thought like it was a thing like, oh, Halle was over with, and DDG was trying to latch back on, trying to like keep the shit amicable. But you feel me? That's not the case though. You heard?
Yeah.
It's apparently she's a crazy girl. You heard? I don't want to. Well,
Nah,
yeah, she's
I wouldn't
crazy.
say
Nah, she's
she's
crazy, bro.
crazy,
I don't
bro.
give a fuck.
She was going through
Nah, she's
postpartum
crazy,
depression,
bro.
bro. She was diagnosed with that shit, bro.
But
I'm
like you
not.
said, before
I'm
that
not.
shit, before that happened, before she wanted to abort the baby, that's postpartum. Her
That's not
postpartum happens
postpartum, but
after she
like
had the kid.
when you have a kid, like I'm never, I'm not a woman, but they have like a lot of hormones going through their mind. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
what she said is good or is good, but like for me, that's just
hmm
what's going on. Like she have a lot of hormones going on, and she not thinking straight.
So
That's why a
so
lot of
so
women keep
so
babies a lot because they not thinking straight. They have all them hormones going through them.
yeah. So if she's going through that shit right now, she should not have the kid like
No,
full
that's
time.
why
She
that's
that should not have full full priority right with the kids, whatever you want to call
no.
it. She should not have that. She's not in the right mind.
She was going through postpartum depression. She was going through
She's,
right now. She's not going through that anymore. Well, I actually let me not say that. I don't know.
I think she still
I don't
is.
know if she's going through it right now, but I do think that's a point that's a good point that you raised that because like she could still be going through it because it could vary from a week to
Yeah.
mad years. But I
Yep.
think they should reevaluate her and like feel me,
Yeah.
see if she's even fit to bring the kid to Italy. Not saying that like she couldn't be better, but they should. That's some shit they should do because that's not some shit they should take it lightly. They
Yeah.
literally have the text message posted of her saying she will fucking
Yeah.
crash the car with Halo in the back.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying
Yeah.
that I'm not saying that postpartum depression isn't real, but like if that's the case and we are so like trying to protect,
That's real. It's
like
yeah.
if we're trying to protect her and the kid and the kid best interest, it's in the kid best interest for them to reevaluate her with an
Yeah.
unbiased person and see if she's still fit or if she's still going through it, bro. Facts.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
it's just like, yeah, bro, we're not saying that, oh, put like she has postpartum. Yeah, that's why she shouldn't have full rights with the kid because she's not in the right mind. Like it's simple. It's not no like it's not disrespectful to say, bro.
And
Like that's right, bro.
she
If
sometimes might
she's
need a
still
break.
going through that shit, if it's mentally affecting your decision making, it's making you make rash decisions without thinking, or you're not in your right mind, you should not have full custody with a kid. You shouldn't.
Oh, word.
Like it's proven that you're not in the right man. And two, yeah, bro, she's probably still going through. But look what she's doing. She's still trying to admit evidence, like minuscule evidence, to try to like bash DDG's name, to try to put DDG to not have to have a kid.
But
You're not in the right mind still.
but the thing
This
is,
was this is genuine when it first started. Come on.
I was gonna say when I first talked about this, DDG should have been made his case first, cause now this shit like is just retaliating, bro, and that's not a good
He
look.
couldn't though, right?
No.
He couldn't. He was on gag order, right? He couldn't.
No, I'm talking about way
He couldn't,
before that.
right?
I'm talking about way before we
Oh,
even talk about the restraining orders. I said that he should have been like go to the court, go to a judge, cause it looked bad. It looked like you retaliating, cause you feel me? It looked like he's retaliating.
He tried to take the high road, bro. He tried to take the high road. He wanted to protect the money of his kids, bro. He didn't want her to her name to be bashed in
I
the
mean,
media,
you should
which I
you
understand.
should also think
But
about your kid like more think about your kid more because if you seen all these text messages saying that she might not be safe with the kid, you saying that now,
mhm.
what was you thinking before? Like you feel me? If you really was in your kid's best interest and this was not just to retaliate, you'd have been doing that.
Mhm.
But that's my thought process. You feel me?
I
'Cause
just I just think
it
I
don't
just
look
think
optically it does not look good that he did that shit afterwards because now it looks like he's retaliating and it doesn't look like he's actually doing it for the kid because he would have been done it in the first place.
I mean, but he's thinking it entirely. He's thinking about the kid and more so his mom because if the mom if the kid's mom is name is kind of tarnished, that affects the kid either way, bro. So he's trying to take it in totality as a family aspect. That's what I think.
You
I
can't.
think he
I
was
don't think
most
you should
which
think
is
about it as if you was thinking about the family aspect, you would never
you
left
shouldn't,
her.
but he
You would
did
have
though.
never
That's why he
left
did
her.
it though.
If you was thinking totality, big picture, family aspect, he would have never left her.
He's taking big factor family as it because he's trying to protect he's trying to have mom and dad still like in good terms. Like that's the family aspect. It's not most that's relationship aspect. That's a relationship. That's like what they look in the public, their relationship public image. But like as a kid to protect the kid, you gotta try to make it seem like we're still on good terms. We're not together, but we're still on good
That's
terms.
not
We're still
true
able
because
to meet.
before the whole court shit, the gag order, they was online. He was talking about how she's not trying to make him see the kid. That's already in the public eye. It's not like that shit wasn't there already. It just got solidified in the court. That's what I'm saying. It's a series of events. It's not like, oh, we didn't know nothing until this gag order came out of nowhere. No, he was on stream saying that Halle is trying to keep him away from the baby. Literally, we had a whole
But he wasn't
we had
going
a
to a full
we had
extent.
we
But he
had
wasn't
we
going to
had
full
a we
extent.
had a whole episode talking about it, and that's why I said in that episode I said he should go to a judge because for as a father, from a father aspect, you don't have as much rights as the mother unless you're married to that person. So
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
the only way you could get a jump on this situation is you go first. If you go in second, that's gonna look like you're retaliating, bro. That's a fact. That's a
But
fact.
I but like but what he was trying that's what I'm saying what he was trying to do he was trying to protect her like at first glance but he found out she was going below the belt to the lowest degree. That's why he felt like, oh yeah, now it's finally time. I had to come out with my evidence. Probably he was told to wait till this time to come out with the damaging evidence of his I forgot what he showed. I think he showed like his arm. I forgot what he showed.
His
But
finger. I think like she cut him
his
or something
finger or
to
some
him.
shit. Yeah, how she like I guess like they were in the car, which I said I predicted this. I said that was fake what happened, bro. She fake was being because that's usually what happens,
Uh huh.
bro. Like when it's not downright the nigga abusing the girl, it's usually like both of them
No, I
kind
think
of
that,
like
that I think
both
that's I
physically
think those were separate instances. I think those were separate instances. When I looked
the
at
car the car situation when they was in a car, he was driving and I guess they were in a car, some
you
shit, they were
talking about
arguing about some
you
shit
talking
and
about the
she
transcript when she was like keep hitting me, keep hitting me. You talking about the transcript?
yeah, some shit like but she hit him first though. Like
I
she hit
think
him
no,
first and he restrained her.
I think those is two different instances because he kept saying
Mm,
hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Yeah, hit me, keep hitting me.
yeah.
Like he had a like I guess it was recorded because it was a transcript. It was in the messages, but it was a transcript.
Yeah.
I think those are two different instances because I think that was like it said I think 2023 or 2020. Like I think that happened way
Yeah.
before. And
And we didn't this shit was happening like about damn near 2 years ago. So nigga, we seen this shit online. We don't even know what's going on behind closed
bro,
doors. They go through all this calamity at home and shit. We don't even see that shit.
this shit remind
That's
me
a
of
crazy that's a
Blueface
head
and
bust, bro.
Blueface and Krishan, bro.
That's a head bust. They worse than Blueface in the show. They ain't go yo, bro, they worse than
They not
them.
worse. They not worse. They not worse. They not worse. They
Bro,
not
you
worse.
hear what she's saying about her child? She trying to harm her child, bro. You wildin', nigga. It's
They not
Krishan was
worse.
never jacking that. Krishan was talking about
Krishan wasn't doing that, saying that, but she was putting her child in harmful settings. She was actually putting her child in harmful settings. She was bringing her
was
child
she
on.
making a conscious effort to do that?
She was
She making
bringing
a
her
conscious
child
effort
on
or
the
was it
site
on
of baddies. They were taking shots on reality
yeah,
TV.
yeah.
She was
Nah,
putting
yeah,
her child
yeah,
in
but
harmful settings. Like she was actually
yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
She didn't have to say it because she was actually doing it.
Yeah, but she wasn't consciously doing it like Halle. Not to say Halle didn't do it. She was bluffing, but she was trying to consciously like make it known that I'm capable of doing that. That's the difference, bro. Like she's doing that this like which is crazy. I mean, bro, I understand, yeah, like that obviously she's not in her right mind, but at the same time, my thing is, bro, like we should know this and to know that yeah, you shouldn't have full custody of the kid no matter on any circumstance until you seek help, you get the right clinical help and shit, and you're back to the same person. Even though before this shit started plaguing you, you still was wacky. I don't know what you was doing.
Uh,
Charlie's talking about, oh, I'm not having a kid. This is my commitment to you. Bro, this not no cult shit. She's moving like she's in a cult, bro.
nah,
What the
that
fuck
shit.
you talking about?
That's the
Commitment to
word.
you. I
That's
have the
the
kid.
nah. No
What,
funny shit.
nigga?
I would never
Bro, you
want any
crazy as hell.
anybody I'm with, bro. Don't ever have a kid with me to like try to keep me. Yo, no funny
Like what?
shit. No,
You gotta leave that,
that's some
bro.
scary ass
Yo,
shit. That's some scary. Yo,
that's
first of all,
scary as hell.
yo, cause remember when niggas was saying DDG trap Halle? She dead ass trapped
It
him.
trapped
She
him.
literally trapped him. This
Come
is
on, bro.
like
We know what's
she
up.
literally
She's a
trapped
fan.
him. She
You know she's a fan, right? Yo, you know she's a fan, right?
nah,
You know she was a
that's
fan of him.
this
She
is
was a fan of
proof.
him. He was never knew her. I know niggas don't watch. Nobody
You can't
watches.
refute the you
Oh,
cannot
bro.
refute this shit. Like she literally basically just said she was gonna trap the nigga, bro. Like
Bro, come on,
there's
bro. Like,
no
come on,
refuting
niggas.
that, bro. Like
Like, come on, bro. Like, this should tell niggas. And but you still niggas. What's all right? Yo, what's wrong with like the world, bro? Like, why do we have to be like so like it has to be boy versus girls all the time? It has to be man versus women all the time. It's so we always adversarial, bro. What's going on, bro? Now you got still got girls that misled girls on Shaderoom still talking about yeah, he's trying to tarnish her image. She's already tarnished her image herself. This is what she's doing. He's saying what occurred. Like he's not trying to like fabricate any story. He
yeah,
been trying to conceal it, bro. Why y'all keep saying that? How would
yeah.
we not do that and let this shit get rectified? Y'all niggas is still trying to be on Halle side. That's why you got niggas crashing out, going crazy, saying like, "Oh, postpartum don't matter." Nigga, you got people saying that shit now, bro. That's what I'm saying. Stop trying to like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
bro. It is what it is, bro. You feel me? It happens. You feel me? We're not saying this shit. That's not this because it's not. This happens to every other couple, bro. It's not. They're not the only couple. We
They
just doing that.
toxic. They toxic, bro. They
Yeah, they
toxic.
toxic. This is regular, bro. Niggas heard worse shit
They
than this. This is not
toxic.
the worst shit I've ever heard regarding a couple. But niggas gotta stop like making this so adversarial, man versus woman. It's really dumb, bro. Like you look stupid as a girl because you're in the same shoes and a nigga was doing that, bro. You would say the same shit. Her trying to harm your child. So let's stop being dumb. I understand she was in one Disney Channel movie, but let's relax, bro. Like I
Yeah.
don't even know why y'all holding on to her so crazy in her regard. She has one movie. Y'all watched the Little Mermaid movie? You watched it?
I didn't watch it, but it was like
So I'm saying niggas don't
it was
care,
the most
bro. Come
viewed
on,
like
bro.
it's the most viewed like Disney movie in like two
Man,
decades, bro.
man,
In like 2
man. I
decades.
ain't even hear my cousins talk about that shit,
That shit
bro.
don't
Niggas
matter.
watch
I'm gonna
Twitch
be honest
streamers.
with you. That shit don't matter. It was the most viewed Disney movie in 2 decades. That's a fact, nigga. It's not
Well,
asking.
how?
That doesn't
Word
matter
for
if it
real?
doesn't matter if your cousin knows it or watched it or not. Literally, bro. That
Yo,
shit don't
bro, I'm
matter.
not gonna
There's
lie.
a
I even
billion other
yo.
kids that watched it. There's a billion other kids
Oh,
that
word.
watched it. You feel me?
Man,
There's 10
shout.
billion niggas in the world. There's a billion other people that watch that
Uh,
shit. One person
I
not seeing
feel
it
them.
don't matter, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I feel them. I ain't hear about it. For me, I heard about it, but I ain't niggas talk about what's the
Literally,
favorite part of the
my
movie.
girl's sister watched it. And she literally has a Little Mermaid backpack off that shit. So for one
Oh,
person you said that don't watch it, I know one person that watched it. She got toys and a backpack with Halle on it.
it was that.
Facts.
Oh, of Haley, of
Yes, a
Haley.
black Little Mermaid on her shit, bro. Facts.
Uh, I mean, I shout out her, man. You feel me? Shout out Haley, man.
But
You know,
I do think that
uh,
like I love that DDG is fighting for his kid though. But you feel me? I gotta
he
just
has
call it
to.
what it is, bro. He should have
He
been done.
has to.
He should have been done this shit. Cause as a man, it's not a good look. You should always go first. Cause once the women go first, it's just basically like it's their ball. Their ball is in their court, bro.
It's
That ass.
TKO.
Like that ass.
It's TKO. But that would tell you that you feel me that how much
Cause
like
imagine if a nigga like imagine if a nigga with some shorty and she basically like imagine this wouldn't happen. This is unrealistic ass situation. But imagine you was with a shorty and she just giving you mad off vibes after y'all just fuck and you got money and she moving like you did something to her and she about to go cry, you know, the R word. But you go get ahead
yeah.
of it and be like, this is not what happened. How, like, feel me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Imagine the
Oh yeah.
turnout would be if niggas actually did that.
That's a different example, bro. Because a kid is now involved. Something of mine is now involved. That's why. So you gotta think about.
What
Oh
you mean?
how.
Yourself is involved. You're involved. You're
But no,
involved. You will go to
your
jail.
kid is involved.
You will go
So
to
your kid is
jail.
involved. But I'm saying the kid is involved now. So the kid, you gotta think about how the kid is represented from both of the parents' behalf. Like you gotta think about how the mom's gonna be
Yeah.
perceived now. Like Halo, his name is Halo, right? Halo. How is Halo mom gonna perceive years on? You feel me? How is he gonna be? So
Yeah.
he's thinking like that. You feel me? It's different. That's a different situation because like at me, it's me. I'm self. This is me. This is self preservation for myself. I'm not thinking about my kid. My kid's not there anymore. I'm thinking about myself. So obviously I'm gonna be more eager because I don't give a fuck about
Nah,
that girl. That girl
I
has no
get it.
ties to me.
I'm glad he's doing it, but
I
I'm
mean,
saying it's not a good look, bro. Because the nigga was at
nah,
streaming.
it's not
He
a
was
good
at
look,
streaming
but
university where he could have been served her. Like But that nigga was at Streamer University. He had
I
more.
mean, but like
He
you
has
talking
more
about Ben
pressing
Certain, but
things.
like,
He has more
but you don't
pressing
think,
issues, bro.
you don't think his legal team like probably said this is the way to do it. Probably this delay was the way to do it. Probably he was advised to do that. Probably he was given legal advice to
Not
do that
everybody
shit. I don't know.
not everybody that got money got good legal teams, bro.
No, I'm not saying that. I can't really. I mean, even though I know, but I don't really know if that's the ways to go. I don't really know for sure if that's totally the way to go to wait this long or to be eager and do that. I don't know. You feel me? But like I'm saying, he probably was advised to do that. You feel me? Like he probably did seek legal advice to do that shit. I don't know, or yeah, or whatever advice he did. Like, but if I was in a situation, I don't know, bro. I don't really know. Probably I would probably keep my child's mother in mind too as well before I go and make a hasty decision like that. You feel me? Because it can go either two ways. We can think DG's bugging, or we can think DG's going through some crazy shit. So that's what I'm saying. If you would have came out with this damning evidence, we'd be thinking, oh nah, DG won. The fuck out of here. Especially the girls.
If
The girls gonna be like that for sure. Over it.
If it's my kid, bro, I could give a damn what niggas is gonna think about.
Nah, yeah, for sure, though. But like a lot of people,
give a damn, bro.
a lot of, and it's a different circumstances. Like we don't have as much public like acclaim as DDG, so we're not gonna be. It's not as big as a a fucking a lens over us and shit like that. So like we don't have that much to per se lose when it comes to our name.
But niggas was bid on his niggas was bid on his head, bro. Like. Niggas
nah, for sure.
Niggas
That's because niggas hate DDG though.
Since like he was
niggas hate
saying,
DDG.
oh,
I don't
like he don't got custody. He not he trying to fight for custody of Halo. Once you come on, like I'm saying, once you come online talking about that, you did not have to come online talking about that. But once you come online talking about that, it should be no fear. Be like fear of. Oh yeah, making people look down at the mother of your child. People already looking down at her once you have said that. You should have just never said that shit then. If like that's what I'm saying. You should have.
Why did he feel compelled to say? Why did he feel compelled to say that though? Why did he feel compelled to?
The nigga don't got a mind of himself. He don't have a mind of his own. Like I'm saying, he doesn't have a mind of his own.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's like I know, but bro, you gotta look, bro. A lot of people are not like that, bro. A lot of people are not easy.
But like you said, easily swayed. But like I'm saying, you're talking about, oh, he's bringing in a kid. He's having a different mindset. Why is this the exception? Why is that the exception?
Because it's an exception because like, bro, if you constantly putting a kid on the stream and the kid is not there anymore, questions are gonna arise, and he's gonna make a statement like that, so it won't make his team away. Niggas can see that and be like, oh, yo, this guy, he's not a good father, he's a deadbeat. Oh, he's not spending time with his kid. All he do is be on stream. So to abate that, he has to make that statement. You feel me? He has to make that statement. So he did jump to make that statement. He kind of did.
But you don't think if he posted trying to fight for custody, niggas gonna be like, oh, DDG is trying to fight for yes, niggas is gonna look down on him. Some niggas like Halle fans, but they're looking down on. They still, even though this evidence came out, niggas is still on his ass.
Niggas still doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas is gonna disagree with you regardless, but there is gonna be some people that's gonna be Matter of fact, that shit don't matter. What the judge think.
What's the lesser two evils? What's the lesser two evils?
Huh?
What's the lesser two evils? In that situation, what's the lesser two evils?
Coming out first and people realizing that like you actually care about your son. And not thinking that, not having that rhetoric of them thinking, oh, it's just retaliation. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's like it's gonna be looked as retaliation to a judge, to other people. It looks as retaliation, but I'm saying, yeah, people gonna talk shit about you if you come out first, but they're gonna also say, oh, he really cares about Halo. He's trying to fight for it. You feel me?
But what's the other side of that? What's the other side of that coin? What's the other side of that coin, though?
Halle come out with some shit afterwards saying that he was beating on her, but he still had the shit of her beating on him too. That's what I'm saying. He had the shit of her beating on him too.
Yeah, not for sure. But based on the public, what's the public? Who jacks who? Who jacking who more? Based on the public. Before all this shit happened now, I don't know right now, but before, who's jacking who more?
Niggas was jacking Halle more. Niggas was jacking Halle more.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying though. So like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, bro. Like at the same time, you could have went your way, like you said, but how is that gonna be on him though?
Yes, also the public, but I'm also taking in consideration of like the judge, because at the end of the day, the judge is making this decision, bro.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look good when a father versus a mother goes first. If a mother goes first, she's gonna get a lot of sentiment towards her, unless the nigga DDG has some crazier evidence, like she actually almost attempted to do something, like actually full on type shit. But like, you feel me? The judge is gonna, as a man, like the family shit is messy. As a man, you going second is just gonna automatically look like it's retaliation, bro. And that's a fact, bro.
All right, so and this shit gets rectified, right? Their name is still tarnished, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying before. Like, whether this shit get rectified in court, whether it doesn't, bro, the damage has already been done, nigga. Public. A lot of these kids are not gonna go that beyond to wait for the trial to happen, wait for all the decisions, all that shit, all that steps.
That's what I'm saying. There's no high route. There's no good way.
Yeah, no, other shit.
That's what I'm saying. He should have went first, because at the end of the day, your shit gonna get tarnished, bro. At a little bit. Or at the end
of the day, your shit's still tarnished.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It really doesn't matter. At that point, you should just think about what you want for you and your kid. Because at the end of the day, niggas gonna say what they want to say. That's what I'm saying. You should just look at what you want for your kid, bro. If we talking about what's the best for Halo, like, you feel me?
Yeah. Hey man, hey man, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. This shit always happens. You feel me? I don't know, bro. Her team
did a good job coming out first, because now she looked like the victim. I mean, DDG is not he's not like 100% innocent, because she definitely read that text message. She's alluding to that nigga definitely cheated on her. Definitely.
Were they together? Nah, they weren't together, bro. They weren't together. Definitely. Don't do that. Nah, they weren't together. They weren't together. They weren't together.
She did the same.
They were together.
She did the same thing too.
They were together though.
Huh?
They were together at that time. They were together.
They were on a break, but they were gonna come back together though. They were on a break though. She was taking.
Bro, that's toxic shit, bro. That's toxic,
they were gonna come back together.
That's toxic shit, bro. Come on, bro. That's toxic though, bro. Like, if you know we at a shorty right now and we about to break up with them, yeah, it's fair game.
Like I said, like you said, it's different because they have a kid. Like you said, like 5 minutes ago, because I'm watching the time. It's because they have a kid. If I have a girlfriend and I'm going on a break, and I like, fuck it, like, it's whatever. But now we have a kid, and I go on a break, and we have the thoughts of coming back together. I have a kid. I'm gonna have more respect to, like, not do shit like that, bro. Cause we have a kid together.
You know what that sounds
especially
like?
Especially if she's in an area of postpartum depression, and I'm DDG, nigga, that shit gonna get out. That shit is gonna get out, bro. So, like, me putting her in that position, that's just irresponsible, bro. That's just irresponsible.
You know what that sounds like?
Dirt too, bro. He did his fair share.
You know what that sounds like? When it sounds like, oh, we're still on the brink of shit, and we can still work. We have the kid. That sounds like you're trying to keep a leash on me. Facts. I can't be great. That's what it sounds like. But if we're not together, we're not together.
But they did come back. They did come back together though for a short, brief time.
And it didn't work. It didn't work again.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. You might as well just fuck somebody.
Bro, but like, you making it sound, but I'm seeing somebody else. I don't have that commitment to you anymore, so I can do what I want now.
My thing is, I don't believe. All right, me personally, I don't believe in breaks. If we're gonna go on break, let's just stop talking to each other.
I don't, bro.
But my thing is, if you are going to go on a break, you need to consciously do what you got to do. Both individually have to do what you do to improve yourselves, so you can come back together. Because a break is synonymous with you're gonna come back together. So yeah, I don't believe in breaks. I don't believe in breaks. But if you're gonna go on a chin and be a man and say you're gonna go on a break, you need to actually focus on yourself to make yourself better. And she need to do the same thing, not go around on trips and fuck on other people. That's what I'm saying.
No. Let's talk about it.
You gotta own up to that, bro.
Why is that wrong if we're on a break, right, and I deal with another girl? Just like how I wasn't a dating. If I was dating, if I was not committed to anybody, I would still be doing that. Bro, what's the difference? Why is that wrong?
Like I said, when you go on a break, you thinking about coming back with that person, because you guys might have had irreconcilable differences, and I gotta work on that individually. But like, that's counterproductive if you're working on yourself. Shit, we don't know why they went on the break. The break could be very well something because he was doing something before. You feel me? We don't know. So my thing is, even if it's not, it is counterproductive to be fucking on somebody else instead of actually focusing on what you need to do to get back with that person. I personally wouldn't go on break, but if I go on a break, I'm not going to go fuck on somebody else because that's counterproductive. I want to get back with this person at the end of the day, and me doing that with another person can unconsciously or unconsciously affect me doing that, bro. That's a fact.
I mean,
that's a fact. Consciously or unconsciously.
But
you know or you don't really know, bro.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Yeah. But all right, if it's no like if you're not religious, you don't have no religious like kind of like restraints or some shit. Restrictions, I mean, restrictions or some shit. Like my thing is, bro, if I'm not committed to someone, that commitment is not there anymore. So I don't have an obligation to remain like solely tied to you sexually, bro. Like so I can
I
go
get you
pursue other
saying, but a
things
break.
because we're not together.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't see how that affects like my transition back into you,
A,
my way back to
mm-hmm.
you. How's that affecting you? If it's not serious, if the girl I'm laying down with, we're not ever gonna get that serious. Why does
You
that affect you?
not, but I'm saying just like I said, it can. I'm not. I didn't say it affects the person. I said it can. I never said that. I said it can affect yourself, which can in turn
Yeah,
affect you guys getting back together, consciously or unconsciously. Consciously being you physically know what you're doing and you keep fucking unconsciously. Like when you get
yeah.
back with that person, you might not like that person because you feeling another energy with somebody else. You longing for something else. That's what I'm saying.
You think
That's what
that's
I'm saying.
jealousy?
I'm
You
not.
think that's
I didn't
jealousy?
say jealousy. I said you
I said you
physically.
think it's jealousy?
I never said it's jealousy. I said I'm not. It's not jealousy on Halle's part. I'm saying you, and I'm not talking about Halle yet, bro. I'm talking about you as a person. You as a person do not feel the same touch as that other person unconsciously because you could have been with that other person, or you physically, consciously just don't want to be with that person because you want to be with that person. I'm saying you as an individual. We didn't get to Halle yet. I'm saying you as an individual, it's an affecting you getting back together with that person, bro. Like literally, like you cannot just people say that they could sleep with somebody and it don't affect them with their relationship, but it does, bro. It 9 times out of 10, it does for the short term or the long term, bro. And it's never good. It's never good. And
I think
the commitment part, going on a break is a commitment in itself. Because if you are consciously going on a break, the commitment is that we're gonna go back to each other. If you didn't have no commitment, y'all would have no going no fucking break. Y'all would have just left each other, bro.
but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When we're saying we're going on a break, though, I think it fucks it up when we automatically say, yeah, most definitely getting back together. I think a break is I think like you trying to like put a product to a break. What's the end goal? Is fucking it up because like now we have that constant in your mind. Oh, let me not do this. Let me not. You're not living freely. You're not actually working yourself. How you working
It's not.
yourself if you had
That's
some
not
a
that
goal
hard.
in mind?
That's not that hard because you could be working on.
Yes, it is hard.
You,
Yes, it
it's not
is.
that hard, bro. It really isn't. You could,
Yes, it is.
because
If you,
first of all, we don't know what they went on a break on. We don't know what they went on a break
yeah, I don't
for.
know. You
We
don't know.
don't
Yeah.
know. But if it's something of the matter of lust, then he fucked that shit up, 100%. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
moving freely, you don't have to have sex all the time, bro. Like it's not that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm not
It's
saying
really
that, but
not
like
that
one
deep.
person.
It's really
I'm
not
not
that deep.
saying
It's
having sex
really
all the time. I'm saying like if you
having a
meet
break is
somebody and it gets to that
unless you
point.
have those rules set in stone, which they clearly didn't, because she wouldn't have been mad. Like that was like unless you have those rules saying in the break that
It's
oh
unspoken.
that we could. It's not unspoken. That shit is not unspoken.
It's most likely
That shit is
unspoken.
not
That's why he
unspoken.
did that.
That shit is not
Sometimes, or not
unspoken.
all the time, it's not unspoken. But
That shit is
sometimes
not
when you have a
unspoken.
break with a girl, all right, bro, you never been in a situation with a girl, right? And y'all get on a break, right? Y'all don't all the time have to talk about that. If I'm not seeing you for 5 months at a time, what am I supposed to do? You're not gonna hit
If
her up, say, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna go deal with this
I've
girl."
100% been on a break with people, and she's asked me that question, and I've said no. And I've
Everybody,
asked you
every
that
time,
question. I've only been
every
on one
time.
break with a person before, bro.
Okay,
The other break,
all right,
I
all
didn't
right.
even have a
It
break.
goes either way, though. It goes either
I just
way.
told her I don't. We can't do this no more. I went on a break and we had a accord because a break doesn't mean you don't talk to the person. You just don't.
Not for sure. Yeah,
We
we're just
talked to
not.
them and we made sure that
Yeah,
we wasn't doing that shit. And nigga,
on
that
that
happens.
level. We're not on that
That's
level.
adulting.
Yeah.
That's adulting, bro. You can have that fucking accord. Like you saying like
All
it's
right, but it
mad
goes.
unrealistic. Nigga, you can do that shit.
No, I'm not saying it's unreleased. I'm saying like that's the other side of it, bro. Sometimes it's unspoken. We don't talk about us not dealing with other girls or dealing with other men. I'm not gonna ask me. I'm not gonna ask you that. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's the other side. You don't automatically have to lay those guidelines down. We don't have to do
My
that.
thing is
Not all the time.
if they have the idea of coming back together, I feel like you should not be sleeping with nobody, bro. That shit don't make any sense to me. That shit doesn't make any sense to me. That shit doesn't make any sense
Well,
to me.
what's the restraint though? What's the restraint? Some people restraints are probably religious. Yeah, we're not having sex. We're not
If
together. We're
you're
not like
if
seeking marriage, so we're not gonna have sex.
if you say all right, say if maybe I don't know, you was like chronically online, chronically doing stuff with women online, and your girl want to take
Yeah,
a break, or like say
yeah,
if you was abusing her, you want to take a break. You feel me? Like
Mhm.
now you sleep with another girl. It's like you go on a break for like abusing. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You talking about like you just pulling analogies. You saying like a break and shit. If you're abusing a girl, you have a break or some shit.
Yeah, say and you have a break, bro. And like y'all
Yeah.
gonna come back together. I hope you not come back together with somebody that's abusing you, but like y'all gonna come back
Yeah.
together. Like
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That's fake.
and
That's
and
fake.
say
That's fake.
you working on something else. You working on something that you working on yourself. Like you feel me?
Uh-huh.
You should if
Yeah.
you really love that person, in my experience, you would focus on that to actually get that fixed. You can't speak on what another person is doing, but you have to worry about yourself, bro. You can't
Yeah.
because a break you're focused on yourself. You're not worried about that person to that extent. You're working on yourself. That shit is for yourself. It's not about another person being jealous. It's about you working on yourself and focusing on that
Mhm.
solely if you really want to be with that person. If you are cheating on
Mhm.
somebody, not cheating on somebody, sleeping with somebody else, putting your other
Yeah.
energy into that, nigga, because that's a lot of energy, bro. I'm going to be honest. Fucking
Nah, it
on
is for
somebody is a
sure.
lot of energy. You don't really
Not
want it
for
that
sure.
bad, bro. And that's just probably what it was. He just don't want it
Nah,
that
for
bad.
sure. For
And
sure.
I'm
For
not,
sure. I
and I'm
understand.
not saying
Yeah.
that's good, but nigga, he just don't want it that bad, and that's bad because he should have just kept it real with her. He should have told her
Yeah.
that, nigga. That's a part about
Yeah.
being a man, nigga. Tell people how you feel, like for real, like tell her, like keep it
Nah,
a
hell
buck
yeah.
with her,
Nah, yeah.
bro. And then
No, definitely.
you give that person a choice to be like, nah, I just don't think we should be together. Like you feel me?
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
some real shit, bro. That's some real shit.
That's why I'm saying like that break thing, like the word break, I think it's like best if y'all just not be with each other. Because it could because to abate that to abate that, like if y'all say y'all not together anymore and 2 years down the line y'all come back, it's no problems. Cause I did my thing, I did whatever I doing, but we still came back in line. I feel like that's more natural and more genuine if like we break up and like down the years down the line we still come back together. You feel me? That's different. More so than a break when we have that shit in mind. When it's kind of like we're trying to force our way back to each other. We're trying to have time play its course rather than like have time play its course like manually, like not like real like automatic. You feel me? That's how I feel. Like if we break up and shit and we're not together for like 2 years and we come back together, that's more genuine. That's more like that's actually time healing itself. You feel me? Not more so like time. You trying to push time just like
Nah, there shouldn't be
probably time is just
there
keep us
shouldn't be
together.
a restriction on it either. But that's different because you literally breaking up with the person. Like that's different. I don't think there
Yeah,
should be a
but
time on
like
it
what
though.
they if we come back together though, that will show you that time actually healed. So that's an actual break. I feel. You feel me? We break
Yeah,
up, right? And we come back like naturally. You feel me? Like down the line, years down the line, or what it months down the line, what is weeks, regardless of what it is. You feel me? We still come back together. You feel me?
yeah.
But that can get toxic at a point too, though. I'm
But
not saying that's good too. I'm
I
just saying
understand that though. He should have just broke up with her though, and then like done that. Then he should have broke up with her because like
that's what.
that's not what
Hey,
people
yeah, all
think.
that break shit
That's
is
not what
corny.
people think when
Yeah, I'm not
break.
gonna lie.
Cause especially when she was at a sensitive time when she just had Halo.
Yeah.
You feel me, bro? You can't be doing that shit, bro. Like you can't be doing that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
You
I
can't be doing
don't.
that shit.
Yeah,
Like you feel me, nigga?
yeah,
She
man.
literally depressed as fuck. Like you can't be doing shit like that.
Yeah,
And he did say he didn't do it, just like how she said she ain't do the Brent Fire shit. So I'm gonna give them both the benefit of the doubt, cause he was talking about that shit, and she was saying
hey,
she ain't do it, and he said he ain't
hey,
do it. Nobody did
hey,
nothing. Nobody
my
did
boy was
nothing.
supposed to been, my boy was supposed to been do that shit to Lala. Lala been with him since like 2018. I was wondering how the fuck you doing that? How you keeping this nigga very business professional? I was wondering in my head, I'm like, how, bro? Like you doing trial holes with her all the time? How you doing that? You feel me? I don't know. You feel me? That's just me. I don't know.
But this
But
shit
shout out
toxic.
DG, man.
But yeah, they need to like. That's what I'm saying. It's one sided, bro. Cause like, nigga, if DDG was fucking like, God forbid, uh like he had like crazy depression in terms of like he would probably harm somebody else and himself. Oh, he's like bipolar or some shit. You feel me? Which is a mental illness, just like PPD. And PPD, you could hallucinate, you could have mood swings. That's why sometimes people might get misdiagnosed with PPD and have some other shit. You feel me? But my thing
Hmm.
is, if that was DDG, this shit wouldn't have happened, bro. Niggas would not even let that nigga see Halo like at all, bro. That nigga
I'm
used
not
to
gonna
see
lie.
Halo.
like me personally, I know this is not the case. Like when it comes to like whether like with custody, I think if you have any form of depression, you shouldn't really have full custody of the kid, bro. Because that shit affects like whether if not like you're being life threatening and you're making life threatening remarks and shit like that. Whether or not, but if you're in a depressive state, how are you supposed to care for the child?
I,
How are you gonna be there totally 100% for the child? How are you supposed to be there? So I feel like whether if you're going through some type of depressive state,
nah,
I
bro.
understand like it's different degrees of depression. A lot of shit is not just like you got functional people who are depression who have depressive type symptoms. But at the same time, if you're a depressive state constantly, you shouldn't have custody of the kid. That affects it.
Nah,
Whether or
nah,
not
nah.
you're making life threatening remarks, it don't matter. If you're not there, your mind is not there. You shouldn't
Nah,
have full
bro,
custody of the kid.
PBD is so
It
bad
don't
that
matter.
some women don't even remember the entire first year they had their
Yeah,
kid. They don't remember that shit. That
yeah. I
shit
don't.
is fuzzy. So my thing is, the judge should look at the legality of shit, but he should not be making that decision that she's
He
okay
has
to.
to. He's judged.
No, because there's other cases and there's other cases that judges don't make they make the final decision, but they don't look at it. They use health professionals to find if this person is okay to do something, and they just look as far as like did the hospital do it legally, but or
You
but
have to do that, but they have to do that.
no,
If you
judges
have
have
to put
final
testimony.
decision. But I'm saying
No,
they didn't
I'm
have a
saying what you said.
they didn't
Like
have a
legal,
psych.
when you health professionals, you have to have somebody to back up the testimony. You have to do that. You can't just go take that their word at face value. You have to have some type
So did they have that for this, or are they gonna do that at the
I didn't
next
see
hearing?
that.
Are they gonna?
I didn't read into. I didn't see it.
They're
I
gonna.
didn't
Oh
see
no,
that. I didn't
actually,
see that.
they probably gonna do it at
I
the.
didn't see that.
They're gonna
I
not.
didn't
They're
know.
gonna do it at
Cause
the next hearing because he put the motion in and then they're gonna have a hearing about it.
yeah,
So I guess they're
cause
gonna have a hearing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Regardless, you have to do that shit. If you're saying this person is suffering from depression, if DG comes out and says, "Oh yeah, she's suffering from depression, postpartum, whatever form of depression is," you have to have some type of health professional to back that up. You
Yeah,
can't. You have to test her. Yeah,
mhm.
you have to do that.
but
Yeah,
so but it's like
regardless of what it is.
but it's like why the fuck the judge? All right, yes, the judge has to like get that to back it up. But like, why the fuck he just
Yeah.
like let her? Why don't he just like say, oh, as of this time, you can't travel to Italy with Halo until we get a medical professional to clear you
I'm not
or
gonna.
say in the
Yo,
court.
hey,
Why is that not happening?
I think he was really like what the people were saying. I think he was really trying to protect the image to that degree. Like to like when it even when it's dumb at the end of the day, like it's not rational. That's not the rational thing to do. You feel me? To like solely
No,
understand your
I'm saying
heart.
on
You
the
feel
I'm
me?
saying on the court's part. The court's part.
On the course part.
Why they didn't do that, bro?
What you mean like on the course part? Like
Like, cause
they went to court already. They started like
this
whatever.
is no, it's a he said it, no. They went to court for
It's a motion.
no,
Yeah.
they went to court for they went to court already for Halle's thing. They already went to court for that. But now that he put this
Oh.
motion in, they gotta do a hearing. So basically,
Yeah, I guess when the hearing comes, they start bringing. That's
no,
when you
but
bring
that's
all
what
the
I'm saying.
evidence.
Why didn't he just wait till then? Why the fuck he just saying she's still okay to go to Italy? Like, you feel me?
I don't.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
what?
I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know,
Oh no
bro.
no!
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
bugging.
They
I'm
said.
bugging. He's no. They said until the hearing. They said until the hearing she can't go nowhere. Until the hit, she
Oh,
can't go there.
oh.
I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I'm
Yeah.
bugging. I'm bugging.
They gotta find out she's of the right mind still. You gotta say like she's not still wilding. You feel me? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. You feel me? We don't like seeing this shit all the time. Shit happens all the time, bro. You feel me? Like, uh, yeah, man. Shout out DDG, man. Haley, you feel me? But hope this shit get rectified. You feel me, nigga? For the kid's sake, you feel me? You want the kid to turn out bad and shit. You feel me? Or become a Disney kid. You feel me? Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah,
Disney,
Haley wildin',
Disney
bro.
done for, bro. They don't even got a channel anymore, bro.
Oh yeah, niggas, bro.
That
What the kids not watching Disney Channel anymore? They watching Twitch streamers. Yo,
nah.
Twitch is the Twitch is the new Disney, bro.
Nah,
Twitch is the new
it's
Disney. They
cause
watching Twitch streamers.
it's cause the Disney Plus it's not making it doesn't make any sense for them
With Disney
fiscally.
Plus? Oh yeah.
With Disney Plus, it doesn't make any sense for them fiscally. Cause
Yo,
remember,
Disney Plus, bro.
Disney doesn't take any ads. They don't have any ads. They only use their own ads. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
that.
facts,
They don't.
facts. No, yeah,
They
there's no
only.
commercials at Disney.
So they
Facts. I
literally are
remember
not
that.
making any other money
That's crazy.
outside of niggas watching
That's
their
tag
shit.
though.
That's
That's tag. If you think about it, that was tagged back then. They niggas was throwing straight commercials of their own. Straight
that's
commercials.
why they really wasn't making any money. So they shut that shit down because niggas is
Nah, I
watching
feel
Disney
them.
Plus more now. So
I feel them. Niggas, but in general, bro, I don't see kids watching Nickelodeon. I don't see they watching YouTube. I think Nickelodeon got their own YouTube channel, so that shit don't even matter. They
Yeah,
can watch
they
that
got
shit
their own
anytime they
YouTube.
want.
They know they got their own
That
YouTube.
shit crazy, man. That shit sad. You feel me? It's unfortunate that kids can't experience what we experienced when we had to like actually like time like what time we're gonna watch Zack and Cody and shit. We had to be there at a certain time at 6 o'clock. They can't do that anymore. They can watch it whenever they want. They can watch replays of streams. They don't gotta be there. I don't like
Facts,
that, but
facts.
it's whatever though. But yeah, man. Yeah. Let us know what y'all think down below about that shit, man. About the DG shit. That shit
Facts.
crazy. But we'll see what happens with that.